DJ now. DJ in the beauty. Welcome everybody to Traffic Hacking Life. Wow, I'm so excited to be here again. Alright, please permit me. My voice is not the way it used to be, but I'm going to do my best to be very audible. So if you're happy to be here, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you're sure beyond all reasonable doubt. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show me. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Awesome, awesome. This is great. I'm happy to be here and good evening to everybody. It's like we've been on break for a while, I don't know. But we had a meeting last week. And last week was a very, very great time. If you have not watched the replay, I want you to head on to my YouTube channel and check out the replay for last week. All right. Today is a very unique day. It's a very special one, and it's a busy day for me. And that's probably why we didn't put the campaign out a lot earlier, because we've been working behind the scene to get a lot of things done. And I've been recuperating as well. I mean, it's difficult for people to even know sometimes I'm not doing pretty fine, but I'm always happy. I'm always excited. All right. And that's exactly what is happening here right now. I'm so happy to be here and to share this wisdom with you today, because I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to be sharing today is going to be that information that somebody needs. That information that somebody needs that is going to make that complete difference in your endeavor, in your life, in your business, in your job, in your career, in everything that you do. This information is going to change everything for you, and I'm pretty excited about this, and I'm happy to have you here. So I'm going to be going to talk about the topic of today after this short break, and this is welcoming you once again to Traffic Hacking Life. So when I return from this short break, we're going to be talking about why we are here. All right, perhaps today is going to be the shortest Traffic Hacking Live series we are having, at least at this phase of the LAP platform. All right, if today is your first time, we want to welcome you and celebrate you and let you know that you are so, so special, that everybody watching this right now are all waiting to ask you one question. And the question is very, very simple. And what is this question? The question is, where have you been? Yeah, where have you been? I mean, we've been here for a couple of weeks, delivering free value, helping people generate income and make money, be better, be great, be amazing. And you are just joining us. We celebrate you. And DJ is putting in a sound effect just for you. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. It is very important. This is one of those platforms, this is one of those channels that is about you. We're not selling you anything. At some point we might sell you something, sure. But today it's all about giving you value. It's all about teaching you things that you need to move to your own next level, things you need for you to be able to do way better than every other person around. Do I still have my DJ? Yeah. Thank you. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about why you are not making millions. Why you are not making millions. And when I'm talking about millions, really, I'm not talking about million naira. I'm talking about $1,000,000. All right. But for you to leap to $1,000,000, you might want to look into a million naira. All right, not 1 million naira, several millions of naira. You might want to look into making that first. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in Ghana, you might want to look into making a million CDs or a couple of millions of CDs. You might want to look into that. You might want to look into making a few millions of shillings. All right. You might want to look into making a few millions of dirhams, depending on the country that you live. And if you're in America, you want to look into making your millions of dollars as well. It is possible for you. All right. It is possible for you. It is not meant for just the people who are making it right now. It is also possible for you. It is also meant for you. And you can also get there. All right. So tonight is about identifying exactly what is that core reason. What is that main reason? What is that thing that we need to work on today? What is that one thing that we need to deal with today that has the ability to unlock your hidden millions, that has the ability to unlock your potentials in your business, your potentials in your skills, your potentials in your endeavor, and every other thing that you are doing? What is that one thing that we need to place a focus on? How do we fix it? What exactly is it? How did it come to pass? How did it come to be? How come I have desires? How come I put in effort? How come I do a lot of things, but I do not get the type of result that I want to have? And this is so interesting because I'm running a 21 days mentorship, meditation mentorship program right now, where I have about 55 people who are on it. And this is exactly what I'm teaching them for the next 21 days. So I'm going to give you a compressed version. But today, my goal is to help you identify the major reason, this particular major reason. Identify it. Number two, to give you exactly what you can do to fix it. All right. Maybe if time permits me, I will show an example of how to practice it. If time doesn't permit me, I'm just going to give that to you and, of course, allow you to get it done by yourself. But regardless of whatever I'm able to do, the most important thing is that you will learn exactly why you're not making a lot of money the way you desire to make. Some of you are making some money, but you're not making as much as you could make. You're not making as much as you are supposed to or expected to make. And that exactly is not a pleasant thing. It's not a pleasant thing at all. All right. So it is very important that we deal with this. So when we return from this short break, we're going to be talking about the reason you are not making millions, and how to fix it. I'll be back. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm back. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Sam Harvard, and I am your host on Traffic Action Life. Oh my God. I love the good vibes. I love the good vibes. All right. This is so amazing and incredible. So let's get into today. I'm going to start out by telling a story. I'm going to tell a series of stories today, hopefully. So follow me. I'm going to start out by telling a story. And the story that I'm going to be telling today, all right, is about a particular businessman who sometime wanted to impress a few set of guys who he was going to go into business with. These guys are richer than him, and this is the first opportunity he is having, all right, to be able to work with superior people, bigger people, billionaires, as the case may be. This is his first shot at getting into the big league. All right. So he thought to himself, what can he do to bond? And please learn this rather. Relationship for business sake must be human. Hello. When you are making or building relationship with somebody based on business, everything should not be about business and business. God bless Bulukwe and her husband and her beautiful daughter. That she's now my number one protege. I mean, I've never seen a young girl that talented. All right. They came to see me because they heard I'm in Nigeria. And then they brought pounded yam. Not just pounded yam for me. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to do Dorime for them. Let's put our hands together for them. And not just that pounded yam, eh? They also brought amala for my team. So I have a team of guys that are working with me, IT people and all of that. And then they brought food for them as well. And then we came, we watched cartoon. Was it cartoon or movie? Okay, I was watching cartoon with the baby. All right. But then we had this gist and talk, and it was just beautiful. All right. At the end of the day, we were able to talk a bit of business, but the meeting was not just all about business. Some of you are too uptight. Some of you are too business and serious oriented, and that is pushing people away from you. Somebody like Aisha, even though Aisha is sending me account number now to send money back to her because she helped to make a very lovely stew. And then she puts fish and beef and I think there's chicken in that thing, or maybe some people have eaten the chicken. I think yes, there's chicken inside. So she put chicken as well, and they made a very nice meal for everybody in the team, including the guys that has gone back to Lagos now. They all ate from what she made. She didn't even come alone. She brought her young sister. And then they put all these things together, and we did not even have time to talk about business. It was all about cooking, making sure everyone in the team are doing fine. So sometimes your connection point in building relationship is not always about business. You need to loosen up. Somebody type for me, loosen up. You need to loosen up. You need to be friendly a bit. You need to play a little. A lot of you don't know that I play. Because the me you have seen is, hi, my name is Sam Harvard, and today I want to. That's what you know. You don't know that I can play very well. I mean, I used to have toy guns in my house, water gun. Back then, I used to have a girlfriend, so we're living together, and maybe because we didn't do skits, it wasn't really time. I think they were doing all this. What did you call this thing? These reels and TikTok stuff, but it wasn't really our thing. If not, we probably are blue. Because the type of play we do, just load up the gun with water and then start to fire it. And when someone else is serious and I'm writing and I'm serious, I just see water pop on me and wonder what's going on. And then it was somebody doing Captain America or Black Widow. And then I will now do Thor. We just play. I mean, somebody used to say I play like a 4-year-old. You need to loosen up, ladies and gentlemen. It's not every time that is serious. All right. But if you have been loosening up all your life, this is time to be serious. Your own message is that you should be serious. Okay. So this particular guy, moving up to the big league with the biggest guys around that he was going to start doing business with, decided to do something. Dorime, entramos a Marima Dorime. La-de-do, satire, la-tire-mo. Dorime, that is me playing, ladies and gentlemen. That is me playing. I didn't know where that thing came from, but maybe I need to put some Dorime on my sound stuff so we can have it. But this is the one I have. This is our own. If you're from Nigeria and you're watching me, this is our own indigenous Dorime. Listen and be blessed in Jesus' name. Come on, give a hand. Give a hand. All right. So back to my story. Back to my story. So if you have not learned anything, learn to loosen up. Get to discuss business in an atmosphere of fun. All right. Learn to discuss business in an atmosphere of fun. All right. It's important. Very, very important. Okay, so these guys have this particular man decided to do something interesting. So he went to buy a boat, all right, like a mini yacht. He bought a boat and then he decided to invite these billionaires for a fishing spree. Let's go fishing. So they were just going to come one evening, go on the boat on a lake, and then try to catch some fish. Whew. So while they are doing this, yeah, I'm good. So while they are doing this, I'm supposed to have some water. Let me take a short water break. I'll be back. All right, welcome back. All right, so this man decided to invite them to go fishing with him and on his new boat, brand new boat. First time he was going to be using the boat actually. So they went on this boat and then he decided to set the navigation of the boat to the north side of the lake. All right, and then they went into the boats and then they were talking, admiring the boat, and just talking about fishing. And speaking of fishing, is something I used to like to do. I mean, when they send people who have not paid school fees, when they send people who have not paid school fees home in my schools, then secondary school, I will join them. But I will not go home because I have paid. So what will I do? I will go fishing. I just love to fish. All right. So they went for this fishing experience, and after about 30 minutes, they discovered they did not catch any fish. And then one of the billionaires noted that it's like we are back where we started. What's going on? So everybody came to the realization that the boat are taking them around and brought them back to where they started. So the man angrily set the stuff 60% due north because they were trying to go to the north side where fishes are supposed to be. And so they went another 30 minutes in and they found themselves back to the same spot. Ah, God, what's happening? So he set it again 90 degrees due north, and then they went round and round and round. Then after about another 30 minutes, they found themselves back. So he said, something is wrong with this boat. It's not going the way it's supposed to go. Why is it coming back to the same spot? So one of the billionaires said, hold on. When did you get this boat? He said, it's new. And this is the first time he's using it and all that. So now, does he have an autopilot? Was like, tell me about that. And then the guys told him about autopilot. And then they checked and they figured out that the boat had an autopilot. And then the autopilot was pre-programmed to always be on the west side of the lake. So no matter what they do, it will find its way back to the west side of the lake. So it doesn't matter what their desired location is. What has been pre-programmed will always override their desire and bring them back to that pre-programmed place. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an autopilot in all of us. All right. A lot of people find it difficult to be in the millions realms because the autopilot in you is taking you back to the level you have always been programmed to be. It's taking your income back to that level where you have been pre-programmed to be. One day I was speaking to a group of graduates, core members in Nigeria, Imo State orientation camp precisely. Over 2,500 of them were listening to me live that particular fateful afternoon. All right. And then I asked them, how many of you would like to get a job that will pay you 150,000 naira every month? And almost all of them raised their hands. Almost all. I mean, majority of people now raise their hands. And maybe they were expecting me to give them a job. I don't know. So I said, please put down your hand. That is great. You would like to earn 150,000 working 9 to 5 every day. All right. And your salary will be 150,000. Great, not bad. So I need category 2. How many of them would like to earn 5 million naira? All right. Working for only 1 hour per day and earn 5 million in 3 months. To my surprise, I couldn't count up to 20 ends that were up. So I was shocked. I came down from the stage. I approached a young man who was sitting in front, and this particular young man, his hand was up when I asked the first question. So I asked him, gentleman, why is your hand not up? Why did you raise your hand for 150,000 income? And you did not raise your hand for 5 million naira income. And he smiled. He said, bros, I no believe him. I started laughing too. So, what he meant is, I do not believe that I deserve 5 million naira income. I want you to think about this. The amount of money you want to make, that you desire to make, either from your business or your job, or you don't even have business yet, but you shall want to make money, which that is if you need to do business or job. All right. Or you just want to make money. That amount of money, do you even believe that you deserve it? Do you even believe that you deserve it? I want you to think about that. I'm going to take another break, and when I come back from this break, I'm going to show you the exact problem that has prevented you from flowing in the realm of millions. And then I'm also going to show you how to fix it. I'll be back. are back. Amazing. Okay, so let's get right into this. I found out that most times when people are not getting monetary or financial results, they tie it to so many things. All right. Some of them, if I ask you now, why are people poor? Why are people broke? A lot of you will tell me they are not educated, they are lazy, they are they are um, what other reasons can you come up with? Village people is doing them. Oh, they don't pay tithes. Oh, they don't pray well. They don't invest. They don't do business. They are this, they are that, they are that. All kinds of reasons. But I figured out that all of these reasons, none of them is worthy to be glorified as the chairman, chief executive officer of what created poverty or limitation in the lives of people. The major reason, which somebody typed already, is because of their financial thermostat. Or you can put it, is because of their autopilot. Your financial thermostat is the programming in your subconscious, all right, that tells you that you don't deserve an amount of money. You make money through vehicles. You make money through vehicles. Could be business vehicle, could be job vehicle, could be investment vehicle. All right, you make money through those vehicles. And as a matter of fact, I think there are five uh, vehicles that were identified some years ago that people can use to achieve financial freedom. All right, and then the first one, of course, I think is real estate because you can collect rent. The structure is standing. As long as that structure is standing, the structure is expected to stand for the rest of your life, even after you're gone. All right, and people use that structure. They pay you rent, so that rent becomes passive income for you for the rest of your life. The number two ways to achieve financial freedom is to build a big business. All right. A big business is defined as a business that has 500 employees. So, with a big business, you operate with a people system and you earn director's bonus. All right. You earn director's bonus. So, that is another way because your business can be so big that you don't have to be there anymore. For example, Bill Gates is going to keep making money from Microsoft even if he doesn't do anything again. All right. So you want to build your business to a level where people system does all the work. People system does all the work. Your input is not operations. As a matter of fact, if you're running a business and your input is still operation, just like I'm still doing some operations, all right, and very soon from next year, we are working on a structure in our organization, and we are working on it currently, at least the basics. We are working on the basics, and from next year, it's going to be all structure all the way. All right. So when you build a business like that, you are able to earn director's bonus, and then it comes in passive for you, and you're able to grow and all of that. The third one is stocks or investment, as the case may be. So if you invest in a stock of a listed company, as long as you have that stock, you keep receiving dividends for as long as that business exists. And there are businesses like Procter and Gamble that have done over 120 years, like Coca-Cola Corporation, that have done so many years, all right? They have outlived their founder. They have outlived their founder. So you can buy stocks in big companies of the future that are going to become great. And one of them is Lenoflix Limited. A lot of you do not know that we're also selling stocks now. You can buy shares with us and go to sleep. Although, yeah, in 5 years we'll terminate that one. But you can renew, all right, and get to share in our amazing profit that is coming. All right, we're making stupidly crazy profit already, and then we are going into like an ocean of it. And people who are wise and smart, they put in their money to work for them in those areas, and that begin to create the type of lifestyle that they have always wanted. So that is number what now? Number three. So the first one is real estate. Build a bunch of real estate, all right, and put people in there to rent, and then they pay you rent, and just have 12 houses. Collect rent from house 1 in January, house 2 in February, house 3 in March, house 12 in December. The rent for each of the houses is going to be your monthly expenditure. All right, depending on how big the houses are, that is going to be what you will be spending. So as long as those houses are full, filled up and occupied, you will keep on making money. So that's a basic way to make incredible passive income from real estate. Everything we do is on a real estate. I am on a real estate right now. All right. The apartment, the roof on my head is a real estate. Where you are is a real estate. If you are standing on a ground, it's someone that owns that ground you are standing on. That is also real estate. So real estate is the only estate that is real. All right. That's number one. And number two, I talked about big business. It doesn't matter what the product or service is, but it must have a people system. 500 people working around the people system and structure, you get to earn director's bonus for as long as that business exists. All right. And excuse me, smart businessmen's best friends are politicians. Let me repeat that. Smart businessmen's best friends are politicians. And smart businessmen are not partisan politicians, especially if you're within the capitalist system or the democratic system. You cannot afford to be partisan. You have to be multi-partisan. All right, you cannot be monopartisan, which means as you give to party one, you give to party two. As you give to Democrat, you give to Republican. As you give to APC, you give to PDP. You never know which one of them is going to be in power and what policy they are going to bring out that will crush your business, no matter how big you think your businesses are. So these people lobby people in government, especially those who make legislations, the lawmakers, and make sure that they get to be in their favor. The politicians also need the money of the business people so they can be able to run election. Election is the most expensive venture, and that is why they, swallow a lot of money at the end of the day because elections are not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that is number two. Number three, of course, is to invest in stocks, invest in shares, invest in businesses. This is different from all these what they call it now, hot houses investments that crashes over and over and over. All right, I've had my fair share of that. I understood what it feels like. All right, so it is not about those ones. I'm talking about something lasting. All right, having a stock, putting money back into the business, not taking it out. So that is very, very important to pay attention to. That is number three. Number four is intellectual property. Intellectual property. Do a movie, write a book, and create some form of art. For example, this is the age of NFT. If you do not know what NFT is, type NFT. NFT means non fungible tokens. All right, non fungible tokens. It is a digitalization of a physical or an abstract asset. A digitalization of either a physical or an abstract asset, such that that asset is not duplicatable. That asset is not, you cannot duplicate it. There can only be one owner, except that owner transfers the rights of ownership to another person. So music can no longer be downloaded or used anyhow anymore because the owner of it has NFT ties or turned it to an NFT. All right, I can turn this shirt to an NFT. Well, I can't turn this because there's a lot of them that Tommy produced, but there's something that is mine or something that I create. I can turn it to an NFT. Can turn my land to an NFT. I can do a design, caricature design right now, and turn it to an NFT. Can turn my picture to an NFT. All right, and I can sell it if I want to sell it, and also put royalty on it. So this is what people are doing with NFT right now, guys. They create a bunch of art and sell the art to a buyer. They sell the art to a buyer for, say, $1,000. And they now said in the contract, in the smart contract on the blockchain, that every time somebody buys this art, I will make 20% of whatever it is that they are selling the art. Now, you who bought the art from me at $1,000, you now wait to auction that art, and you auction it for $10,000. When you auction it for $10,000, you are going to make $10,000 from that. From that $10,000, yeah, thank you, Gopta. LP logo. Yeah. From that $10,000, all right, I will make $2,000 from it. When the person who bought it at $10,000 decided to resell it, maybe for $1,000,000, the person who is selling it for $1,000,000 is going to make $800,000 from it. Me, the original creator, will make $200,000 from it. And that is how I will keep on going from hands to hands. I will continually make. They don't need to come and pay me. It's already in the contract. It's already fixed there. So I can have a land now and put that land out and say, on this land, I want to put a lifetime bonus of 10%, a lifetime royalty of 10% on this land. So everyone who buys or sell that land, I will always make 10% on whatever amount they are charging on that land. Are you listening to what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Something incredible is happening. Something mind-blowing is happening in the digital world. And a lot of people do not even understand this already. So please, like I said some months ago, go and start to study NFTs. Start studying it. Start studying it. And then we have the metaverse. Now, you know the crazy thing about the metaverse is that it's going to replace, just like the internet 2.0 has replaced a lot of physical interaction. For example, all of you are listening and watching me right now. In the next 2 hours or in the next 24 hours, there's going to be over 1,000 people that would have watched this. All right. All these thousands of people did not, and I mean it, come to me physically to sit at my feet to learn. You are in your space on your mobile phone watching. Some are watching me on TV. Shout out to you, all of you watching me on TV. All right. Some are watching me on their computers. Shout out to all of you. So, just imagine that everything that is going to be used on that virtual reality, that metaverse, is going to be digital assets. The shirt I will wear is going to be NFT. The avatar I will use is going to be NFT. People will create design and make it as NFT. They will sell it low so that I can change it from hands to hand, but they have a royalty on it. And as long as people keep on using it, they are going to start making money. Now, let me blow your mind. Something that my uncle Elon Musk is doing, Elon Achiwaju Musk is doing, all right, with his Starlink communication system, is to make internet accessible everywhere on the planet except for the continent where human beings but penguins live. Okay, so they're going to make internet accessible, and then the speed of upload and download of data. I mean, these days, the internet you are probably using is 10 to 20 megabyte per second. All right, that is probably the speed you are using right now. But It is said that by the time they are done covering a lot of places, they are in quite some nice places. I think about 30 countries already. Now, by the time they are done covering all these places, they are going to be able to give uplinks and downlinks for over 200 to 300 Mbps. Are you listening to that? I'm talking 20 to 30 times faster than what you currently call 4G or 5G. So, with that particular power of internet connectivity, people are able to live in the virtual world. They're able to do a whole lot of things easily. And because that is where the world is going into, products, services, all kinds of stuff are going to be turned to NFTs. So, which means, are you a product creator? The makeup style you know how to do right now, somebody is going to turn it to an NFT. You can no longer do that makeup. Anyone you do that makeup and collect money from it, somebody is going to take a royalty on it. Are you listening to me? You're a songwriter, whatever it is that you can do. All right. Every of those products can be NFT and turned to an NFT. How do you say this? NFT ties. NFTs. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is number 4. Number 5, ways of achieving financial freedom. Maybe another class we're going to really dig deeper into this. It's going to probably take us about 5 series so that we can go really in depth into real estate, because I'm not a real estate man. All right, so if you need any real estate, talk to me, especially if it's in Dubai. Talk to me and all of that. All right, get you the best deals and all of that. Okay, we're going to take time to really look into each of them, the options that are available, and how you can begin to participate in all of these things. Number 5, you will not believe it, is network marketing, or as I like to call it, affiliate marketing. Network marketing, or as I like to call it, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, in some cases, all right, there are different types, and network marketers, there are different types. There are the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, you don't want to go close to the ugly. Excuse me, you know those ones. Excuse me, you know those ones. Bring $100, get $1 million tomorrow in 24 hours or in 45 minutes. You know them. All right, and then the bad, excuse me, are the ones that are just about bring people, bring money, bring people, bring money, bring people, bring money. So the more people that you bring, the more money you make. All right, so they are Ponzi's, but they disguise as MLM. But the real network marketing are the ones whose products people want. They're the ones whose products people are looking for. They're the ones whose product people see value in. People love their product, they want it. And by the way, watch out for my luxury perfume brand. It's coming up next year, 2022. You are all going to buy and wear it. So watch out for it. All right. So there are products that people are looking for, services that people are looking for, people are really interested in it, people are buying them already, people want to buy them, there's high demand for it, there's a crowd for it, there's a market for it, and then they decide to use a referral system to get more customer, consistent users, and all of that. That is good network marketing. And similarly is affiliate marketing. Now, how does affiliate marketing, because what most people practice in affiliate marketing is just refer a product, get paid commission, and that is all. They do not access the lifetime value of that customer. Write it down. Lifetime value of a customer. Lifetime value of a customer. Since you started using GSM phone, how much do you think you have spent on airtime and data? Since you started using mobile phone, how much have you spent on airtime or data? Please give me an answer. Just give me an average answer that you can come up with. Just give me an average answer that you can come up with. Since you have been using mobile phone, how much do you think you have spent on airtime and data put together? An average person listening to me probably spend minimum Excuse me, minimum $1,000 per year on airtime. If you put data, minimum $2,000 per year. If you are in Nigeria, I'm talking about 500,000 to a million is what you are spending. You need to do the maths. All of you type 100K, $200. You have not started. Someone like me probably spend 5 million per year on data and airtime. All right, they are making it cheaper in some cases. So just imagine some of you have been using internet connections or GSM for the last 10 years. So it means so far, your lifetime value so far for MTN or Glow or whatever it is, Tisela that you're using has been up to 10 million. Some of you. So it means an average user, and they have millions of users, spends in 10 years over 10 million, about 10 million for these telecom companies. All right. No wonder the entry level is low. So when you run affiliate marketing and all the bonus that you ever get, hey, somebody is getting deliverance today. All the bonus you ever get is that first commission that you are paid when that person first sign up. You are losing. So you are not able to access the lifetime value of that customer. But a good affiliate system gives you more than the surface. So you have something more, something bigger after. And that is why an LAP, if you are an affiliate with us and you sell our program, our courses, you don't earn only on the surface. When those people generate income for themselves, you are paid a royalty. When their royalties, the people that they sell to, also generate income for themselves, you also earn royalties on those ones. So you have ability to keep on earning as long as other people work. That is passive income, and that's really what network marketing does. The problem with network marketing is most time they are limited to one product, but affiliate marketing does not limit you. You can do 100 products. You can do 1,000 products. There are people who built an organization as affiliate marketer, and some of them are the second richest men in the world. They don't own products, they just sell for other people, and then they take commissions. And then they found the secret of sustainable wealth. Never be limited to one product. Never be limited to one fucking product. Always add more product. Always add more product. So they started adding more. They started adding more. They were kicking competitions out of the market. And before you know what's happening, every day income is coming. No matter what happens, income is coming. A lot of you are struggling because you have only one product. Because you have only one product. A lot of is flowing through my head today. You have only one product. So you need to have multiple products. Multiple products. So permit me to announce that from next week, we're going to be making this official and bringing it out. If you are part of LAP, you are not going to be able to sell only one thing anymore. You'll be able to sell 6 categories of things. Number 1 category will give you up to 1,000 variety that you can choose from. Hey! Are you getting what I'm saying? Number 1 category will give you about 1,000 that you can. What about when you sell things that people have to renew to use? They have to pay a renewal, a subscription to use. And every time a subscription is paid, income comes to you. Either you are sleeping, working, eating, awake, or whatever it is that you are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about having passive income. So this exactly is what you need to focus on. So these are the 5 vehicles to achieving financial freedom. Now back to the lesson of today. Your programming in your subconscious is what tells you that you do not deserve an amount of money. is what tells you you do not deserve some amount of money. So when you wonder why you do so much, why you're, I mean, everybody else is doing this kind of business, you are also trying to do that kind of business. This is what they said is raining now. You are also trying to get into what is raining. You're trying to do what everybody else is doing. Now, maybe everybody else, which is not true anyway, but maybe some people or a lot of people are succeeding at that thing, but it is difficult for you to get the type of result that you want to have in those things. There are people who sell. I mean, a friend who used to work in a bank told me once that there was a particular guy who this particular guy, yeah, the guy told me there's a woman rather who was their customer in the bank who comes to deposit minimum of 4 million every day. And what is her business? She sells rice. And it's the same rice some people are selling. They're finding it difficult to pay rent. So there are business cases that you get into and it's difficult for you to make money. When others go into that same business and they are buying cars, living the life, getting all the most things out of it. It's not even a problem of you having a desire. You want great things. But the things you want, your subconscious, which controls the event of your life. Remember that autopilot in that boat I told you at the beginning? All right. That subconscious is telling you you do not deserve it. He's telling you you do not deserve. He keeps those things away from you. And that amount of money, those kind of money will never find their way to you. No matter what you do. So if you find yourself struggling to attain a certain level, you need to check your life again. I want everybody to put on screen recording now to record what I'm about to say. Put on screen recording now to record what I'm about to say. And I want you to share this for the people who are on your status everywhere. I'm speaking to them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll start now. All right. If there are two guys, all right, and one has a thermostat that is set for $1. If you give him $10 million, he's going to start making the wrong decision and losing money till he gets to $1, then it will become stable. If another one, the thermostat is set at $10 million and you give him $1, he's going to keep making the right decision on that $1 till he grow it to $10 million, then it will become stable. So it does not matter, ladies and gentlemen, what life throws at you. Your thermostat is what determines where you will end up. So where exactly is your thermostat set today? Could that be the reason, all right, that makes you struggle and always find yourself back in circle at a certain spot? Could that be the reason why no matter what you do, you go round and round and it is easy for you to have a certain amount of money? You will find out that there's an amount of money that you will always have. There's an amount of money you don't have to struggle to have it. It is always in your pocket. You don't struggle to have that kind of money. All right? That is where your thermostat is set. All right? And no matter if, let's say, for example, you're set at $1,000 and then they give you $10 million, you keep losing money, making the wrong decisions until you get to $1,000 and then you be stable. Now, the sweet part, which is the decoy, is that if you lose money, all right, and you do not have if you lose below that $1,000, you will discover that money will attract itself to you so fast, all right, so quickly that you will get to that level. All right, you'll get to that level. These guys are distracting me. You get to that level of $1,000, then you become stable. So it's easy for you to raise $1,000, and it's easy for you to lose $1,000,000 and come back to $1,000 because that is where your thermostat is set. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is that there is a part of you that is programmed to be at a certain level. So it doesn't matter what you do on the outside, you will always find yourself back to that level. So, what can you do? What should you do about it to prevent that from having power over you? What should you do about it to prevent that from running your life going forward? What should you do about it? And that is what I'm going to be sharing with you when I come back on this break. This is the time for you to share this with people. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So, what do you need to do to create or to reset your financial thermostat? This programming, this subconscious limiting factor that is pulling you back. Interestingly, that is what I'm teaching on the 21 days meditation. You cannot join anymore. You have to wait till we are done, and then you can go through the program. All right, but it's going to cost you, I think, moment you are done, we're going to give at a promo price of $100. So if you have $100, you'll be able to go through the 21 days journey. After that promo period, it's going to sit at $1,000. All right, so please make sure that you raise $100 to be a part of it. That's going to be in December. We're going to be done by December, so you have access to it. I'm going to put a link to reach me directly in the description also. So check the description below if you're watching this later, or come back later to be able to get this, so that you can have access to that meditation class as well. All right. So um okay, fantastic. So let's continue. Like I said, tonight's class is going to be the shortest. We're already done 1 hour anyway. I didn't even know I was going to teach for 1 hour. I thought I was just going to teach for 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Okay, so how do you reset this? How do you overcome this? At this point, I think I need to put on my sound. Yeah, this makes sense. Let's have it on. System audio. I need to activate it. All right. So, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear my sound? All right. So, the way we overcome this is to go back to the roots of what our entire existence had gathered to tell us that is who we are. That is what we deserve. That is what we are meant to have. Our entire existence has brought us to that point, has brought us to that level. And a lot of us we try to do so many things. And unfortunately, you can't in one day undo what has been done to you for 30 years, 40 years, 25 years, for 20 years. Not in one day, it has to be a consistent thing. So, this is the therapy that I recommend. And this is what changed my own life. I call it creating a mental video. Creating a mental video. And these are the steps that you're supposed to follow. Step one is to find out an amount of money you know is bigger than you. You've never made it before. Right? Then the money was better. This- But can you all still hear me? Can you hear me? Type 111. Let's confirm that. You can hear me. Type 111. All right. Some people can still hear me. Fantastic. So let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So we are talking about mental video. Creating a mental video. Right. You find an amount of money bigger, that is bigger than what you have made before. Some of you, that's $1 million. You've not made $1 million before, but you deserve $1 million. So, what are you going to do with $1 million? You're going to position yourself into the realm of $1 million. You're going to why? Because your subconscious doesn't know the difference. Be somebody who has $1 million. And how do you become someone who have $1 million? It is when you start to do the things that the people who have $1 million would normally do. They buy, they do with money. How do they spend their money? What kind of things do they spend their money on? So you find these things and write them down. So I want to make $1 million, but I do not understand what $1 million means. I only understand what I can buy with $1 million. You get it? I only understand what I can buy. What am I going to do? Very simple. I'm going to write down the things that I can buy or that I want to buy with $1 million. Then every day, morning and night, I am going to imagine myself doing, buying, and using those things. I'm going to see myself buying those things, spending money on those things, experiencing those things, doing those things. If it is possible that I can visit some of the places where those things are done. For example, if you want to buy a Bentley or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini's Urus, you go to the dealership where they sell them brand new and you tell them you want to check out their cars, dress very well. All right. And then you check it out, you sit inside it. If they allow you to test drive. And that way you are able to feel the experience of owning that Ferrari to another place where they sell. Start to feel now. The more you start to feel this thing, something is going to begin to happen. Something is going to begin to happen to you. And what is this thing that is going to begin to happen to you? Something in you is going to be unlocked. And what is going to be unlocked? Let's do this. What is going to be unlocked? What is going to be unlocked in you, all right, is what we call your personal recognition system. Now, what does that mean? It means you begin to identify things around you, opportunities around you, places, people, everything around you that can make it possible for you to make $1 million. So the more of this mental video you play, the more your mind begin to believe that you deserve it. The more your mind begin to believe that you deserve it. And the moment your mind begin to believe that you deserve it, that's your reality. That becomes your reality. That becomes your reality. So I'll give you a very simple example. Think about an amount of money you want. Think about the things you want to buy. Think about your dream car, about you buying your dream car. All right. Always close your eyes and imagine the process of buying the car, the process of driving the car, the process of feeling the car, and make sure you attach emotions to your imagination. Emotional imagination is what we call mental video. That thing is powerful. There are dimensions to it, and I cannot share all the dimensions today. But I've been able to help you identify that the subconscious programming, your autopilot, is what's preventing you from making millions. It's not your laziness. It's not the fact that you don't have opportunities. It's not the fact that you don't know the things to do. But this programming prevents you from experiencing and enjoying the type of level that you are meant to enjoy. The type of level that is supposed to be your level. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to share with you today. So, I will make a recommendation for you to watch the 3 Secrets of Success before it is taken down. All right, and it becomes a paid course. Go and watch it. All right, go and watch it. It's 3 hours, but will change your life completely because I went really in depth on that. If you have capacity, save money. The 21 days mentorship, meditation mentorship is coming up later in December. You can buy it for $100 or buy it next year for $1,000. You will always have the money for it. But these are what is at the foundation. Yes, you have effort. Yes, you are working hard. Yes, you're doing all of these things, but you deserve to have a great result as well. You deserve to bask and move in the realms of millions. I struggled for years until this switch happened in my life. And when this switch happened in my life, the things I have always been doing before that I wasn't getting results on before, I started to see massive results in them. And that is what led me to where I am today. And I am still in the process. I ain't done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not done. So, this right here is the essence of why you have not been making millions. So, please go through the process. I want you to rewatch this over and over until you get it. Go through the process and you will begin to see changes happen in your life. I will thank you for joining me. And next Saturday is going to be a mind-blowing one. I think I'm going to have a very, very special guest next Saturday. Please don't miss this. Next Saturday, we're going to standardize the traffic hacking life, and it's going to be more practical than it has always been. So thank you, everybody, for joining. I'll see you next week.